My name is Captain Jimmy Lewis. I want to tell you a little bit about Bayside. We're sitting here right now in downtown Miami at a beautiful facility known as Bayside Miami Marina. As you see, this is a picture of Big Mo. What our story is today as far as our tarpon adventure that started many, many years ago. He came back into the basin right here at Slip 8 and 9, and he actually hung around my boat all the time. And as he was hanging around the boat, we noticed that he had a hook and a leader hanging out of his mouth. He was very, very sick. The mortality rate was about 75%. He was going to die. So we started working with Mo at our docks, and we started hand feeding him as we went. We started feeding him one bait at a time, and then it started in 2 baits, and then he started getting very comfortable with us. It actually got to the point where I lifted him up and took the leader, pulled the hook, pulled it out and cut the leader off behind his mouth and pulled it through his mouth. Well, at that time I expected the fish to leave and the kids, to have the excitement they had. Well, that turned into 1 fish, turned into 2 fish, and Big Mo kept coming in and bringing all his friends into Bayside. We had many, many kids that would come down in my boat. I got to the point where I got overwhelmed because one kid went to school and told his friend, as far as at Coral Reef High School, as far as, hey man, you ought to check this at Bayside. I can actually hand feed a 100-pound tarpon. Well, that got into the high schools and the elementary schools and the daycares as far as in the Miami area. As the Miami area grew, they kept coming by the droves. And now there's, after actually 50, 60, 70, 80, 100 people that come down here to feed our tarpon that we have as far as down at Bayside. Instead of using the boat, which happened 15 years ago, and having 1 fish, now we have 60 fish, and we have our floating dock that I came up with just to see excitement in the eyes of the kids would come down here to feed all our fish. Now, if you have never seen a 4-year-old or a 5-year-old come down and feed a 150-pound fish, it is the most gratifying experience that an adult could ever have. But let me show you something that I invented to make it really, really simple for the kids to be able to enjoy what we have here at Bayside. The T-handle actually goes out, the child holds on with both hands as far as on the outside. It's got a clip on the outside where we very simply put the fish as far as on the outside of the T-handle. Now as we put the fish on the outside of the T-handle, we extend our arms and we put it out, and the tarpon actually come up from underneath the water and grab the fish, pull it off the T-handle, and they eat it. And I have got a family of 60 fish here at Bayside that your kids and the adults can come down and hand feed.